some of the other experiences that I've had. Some of you older people can remember the Martin Johnson expeditions to Africa. They were the first ones ever to go over there and make motion pictures. They had no sound to them. They had made just the crank up tight that you use. Nowadays they have them on 16mm tape, and they've had the soundtrack, which was made much later, shows their trips to Africa, and some of they weren't in there to kill animals. They were there to photograph them. And I just wanted to bring to your attention some of the kindness and the love that some of these people have for animals, which one of them was O.C. Johnson. I had the privilege of meeting her in Washington at one of the old reality theater. She wasn't as tall as I am, but she was a very lovely lady. And she had what we call an aurora about her. It seemed as though none of the animals in the jungles or wherever she went amongst them never bothered. As an example, we had the pictures of her leaving the truck, and her husband stayed, and they were cranking a camera through the cage. He didn't want to get mixed up with them. But she gets out of the truck, walks in through the big high grass, and over here in the distance, maybe 25, 30, 40 feet from her, she was sitting in the grass and had picked up one of the little cubs that was crying something was wrong with it. And she kept looking, finally found that it had a thorn in its paw. And she kept working around till she grabbed it out. It let out a cry. The lions never moved. The big lions and the mama lions and all of them there. And so when she got that all settled, she just walked over to where the big lion was with his paws out. She laid the cub right in front of it. He never attempted to bite her, wag his tail, lay his mane, or nothing. She just turned her back on him and walked away. That's the kind of people that they need a lot more over there in some of these expeditions. Then you had the experience she had with the mountain gorilla. That thing stood over 7 feet high, one of the big monsters, and she came onto that into the mountainous area over there, where these gorillas lived, and she found the same situation. There was one of the baby gorillas there. Something was wrong with it, and she walked within a few feet of that great big monster, beating on his chest, his eyes flashing red. She picked it up, and she cuddled it and comforted it, and then she walked up and had to reach up to hand it to the guy, to the gorilla, and he just took it in his arm. She had to reach up and took him by the finger, shook hands with him, walked away. So if you really want to know something about being bravery, why, try that, for instance. You might really enjoy that. So it's a lifetime experience, and it's a wonderful thing to know that you're on God's side and you can see His creation and how it actually works, and some of the things that